Welcome to the Three Musketeers, the sibling podcast that understands your Disney addiction. I'm Jared.
I'm Amanda.
And I'm Emily.
It is Oscars time, and I am excited because I love this time of year. Although I will admit, I didn't watch them. What about you guys? Did you watch at all?
I did. I saw the famous slap.
The slap heard around the world.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
We probably
didn't even
shouldn't
know-
talk about that.
No, I mean, we don't have to talk about that, but I didn't even know the Oscars were happening until I saw a bunch of news about all the drama.
Yeah, which apparently, I will say, everything has been squared away and everything is all good. So,
Yes, everybody apologized and said they overreacted and things like that. So it seems to, I mean, they probably won't be hanging out again soon, but at least there
has
with
been
each other.
some previous issues before at other Oscars between
Exactly.
these same two people. And for those who don't know, we're talking about Will Smith and Chris Rock. I mean, you can go and Google and do all those things to find out if you are really interested in finding out what we're talking about. But that's going to overshadow what we're talking about. So we really don't want to stick to that too much. But what we do want to introduce on this show is all of the nominations and the winners and what categories they won for. There are a few that we're going to skip over, and that's like the Fox properties, because we feel like those aren't really tied to Disney so much, although they are under the complete umbrella of Disney at this point.
And I think you should probably mention that we're doing the ones that were nominated that are Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, not everything.
Yes, exactly.
It made it sound...
That's exactly what I'm saying right now. So West Side Story, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, and Free Guy are all Fox properties. Excuse me. And we're not really going to talk about their nominations or stuff like that. But I know that West Side Story and The Eyes of Tammy Faye, they were all, they all won some categories, and Free Guy was nominated for one. But we're going to skip over those. Okay, first one out of the gate, we're going to talk about best visual effects. So Disney actually has, it's two Marvel movies that were nominated, and that's Spider-Man No Way Home and Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Have you guys watched these two?
I have watched both of them, and I thoroughly enjoyed both of them.
Completely agree.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch Spider-Man, but haven't gotten around to it.
Okay,
now,
you need to watch Spider-Man.
One, you do. I went and saw this whenever I was in Miami for the cruise, so I got to actually pay attention to it, so that may put this one a little bit higher than the other one, just because uninterrupted movie, which is nice.
They're both very good. I really enjoyed Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It was very good, and I'm really looking forward to seeing those characters and other stuff. So, but I mean, obviously Spider-Man No Way Home is really exciting for fans. I don't want to spoil it in case some people haven't seen it, but if you haven't seen it, Emily, then definitely go and watch it because it's very good.
I'll get around to it eventually.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Eventually, so 10 years down the road.
It's possible, but eventually.
You need to watch it before you watch Doctor Strange, the new Doctor Strange.
I'm not that interested in that, to be honest.
I'm
interested in
you
Spider-Man,
are crazy.
Yes,
I'm just
you would
not.
Be interested. You would be interested.
I'm not that into those kind of movies.
You're
I
crazy.
like Spider-Man, but that's that.
Okay. Anyway, these two movies lost to Dune, which does not surprise me. Everybody was very hyped for Dune, so
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either. Not that I don't want to, but I mean, the books are very popular, and people have been. Okay, well, I don't want to spoil it for you.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, people were very excited about Dune, so I'm not really surprised. But I mean, people were excited about No Way Home for sure, and I don't know. I could have seen either of those two win, but again, I haven't seen Dune, so I can't compare. Let's move on to the next one. Best makeup and hairstyling. So this one was nominated. Okay, there's kind of two nominations for Disney technically. There's Cruella and The Eyes of Tammy Faye, but like we said earlier, The Eyes of Tammy Faye is a Fox property, so it's not really Disney per se. But yeah, so The Eyes of Tammy Faye beat Cruella, and we've all seen Cruella, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I really enjoyed Cruella. I think it was great, and the music and costuming and everything from that show was amazing.
Yeah, I loved Cruella.
Cruella to me is so good for multiple reasons. One, Emma Stone, love Emma Stone and everything that she's been in. Two, it's a Disney villain movie, and you all know how I feel about Disney villains, but it gives so much depth to a Disney villain and like
Yes, it does.
why she thinks and does the things she does. So
I agree.
I really enjoyed that aspect of it.
Yes, they made her likable, and I feel like Cruella from the cartoon wasn't likable at all.
Not at all. No.
But they made her likable, which is huge.
Well, they really okay. So I mean, they know what they're doing, right? They know how to write stories.
Well, yeah.
And basically, the villain of a story is supposed to be the hero of their own story, and that's what they utilized in her own story, is making her the hero.
Yeah.
I
I
can
thought
see
it
that.
was great.
Me too.
So absolutely loved it. Best original score. So Encanto, Jermaine Franco was nominated. Unfortunately lost to Dune. That's his Hans Zimmer.
Okay. I can't speak on if that one was better because I haven't seen it, but I mean, anything from Encanto was really good. So
Yeah, pretty much everything from Encanto was spot on.
right.
I mean, I guess speaking of Encanto, the next one up is Best Original Song. And this one we've kind of talked about previously. Like we talked about whenever we were talking about Bruno when we weren't supposed to be. And also Surface Pressure and The Family Madrigal. We talked about how Dos Oruguitas was nominated, or I guess they were put up for nomination and not the others that were so very popular and on the Billboard Top 10. And Dos Oruguitos was never actually on the top 10, so it kind of was, they picked the wrong song basically to put up for nomination. But this one was nominated, and it did lose to No Time to Die. And that's by Billie Eilish. That's from the James Bond movie, No Time to Die.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised that a Billie Eilish song won.
Yeah.
Not surprised
Me either.
at all.
No. And I think that some of the other Encanto songs would have probably been better options just because for an English speaking audience, I feel like the songs that are in English are easier for you to sing and get more excited about, maybe just because you understand what they're saying, if that makes sense. So I almost feel like they did some of the other songs a disservice by not putting them up for a nomination.
Well, we do on the soundtrack. I can't remember if it was in the movie or not. I think it might be in the movie, like at the credits. But we do get an English version of the song.
Yeah, but who actually sits really and listens to the credits? Honestly, unless it's like a Marvel movie when you know there's going to be something after the credits.
I mean, Spotify is a thing, and people listen to the entire soundtrack. So
yes, I get it, but it's not as widely viewed as songs that are actually in the middle of the movie. Right?
Yeah. I mean, that's true.
I think just in general, there are more popular songs from Encanto.
Yeah, but I mean, like we had talked about in a previous episode, it's very difficult to, like, if they think that they have this heartfelt song and that it's going to be very popular, they're going to try to get it nominated. And, surprise, surprise, these other three songs from the same soundtrack just go crazy viral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to pick one, but I don't know. Maybe they could have nominated multiple, but I know that it costs like time and money and effort to be able to get these things nominated. So
It does, but I think they're also limited to how many songs they can
probably.
nominate. I think you're limited to 2 from each movie. So you can't just go and nominate every song.
Oh no.
And I know it has to be difficult whenever you haven't actually released the songs or the movie before nominations.
Right.
I know they're basically just guessing. I totally understand that. And I'm sure hindsight they're like, "Man, why didn't we nominate, Bruno
Yeah.
or Surface Pressure or Madrigal, Family Madrigal?" But it is what it is at this point, They do it the best they can and is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is what it is. For sure. Okay, moving on to the next one. So those were the ones that were nominated that lost, but now we get 2 that won. Best costume design, Cruella won. Completely agree with this. I absolutely
Yes.
loved the costume design in Cruella.
Me too.
I mean, the whole premise of the movie, spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen it, but is that she is a fashion designer, so it kind of makes sense that the fashion design movie almost would win the fashion category.
I mean, is it really a spoiler though? Because I mean, she was a fashion designer in
mean,
the cartoons as well.
Yeah.
but to me, it's never 100% like said like that in the cartoon. It's more.
I feel like it kind of is because I mean, she has like SketchUps and stuff like that. That
I guess. To me, from whenever I first saw it, I just thought, oh, she wants this coat for herself, not that she wanted to do fashion and sell it.
yeah, I guess.
But that's me.
But I mean, pretty much every single outfit that she quote unquote designs in the movie is fantastic.
Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Probably my favorite, besides the moth dress, is the trash dress. Like that.
Yes,
that whole scene was great.
it was. I agree. That's just a great movie. So I need to go rewatch it.
Same. I'll probably do that.
I know, me too.
Maybe this week. Maybe that's one of the things I'll do this weekend is watch Cruella again. Yeah, and if you haven't seen it, you are truly missing out. It's a great movie. You should go watch it. Okay, so surprise, surprise. Last one we're talking about, best animated feature. So this is kind of interesting because Disney had 3 movies nominated.
Really? I didn't realize that. What
Yes.
3 movies were they?
Encanto, obviously, Luca, and Raya and the Last Dragon.
Oh.
Interesting. Just out of curiosity, were there other movies that were nominated in this category too?
There were, I think, 1 more, maybe 2. Let me see. There were 2 other ones that were nominated. So Flea was nominated and The Mitchells versus the Machines.
Okay. I've seen Mitchell's versus the Machines. That's a cute movie too.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I
My daughter
don't know what
watched
the
it
other
without
movie
me.
even is. Oh, there you go. I don't know what the other movie is. I don't think I've ever heard of
Yeah,
Flea.
I don't know what it is either. I can't say that I've heard of it. Maybe I have in passing, but right off the top of my head, it doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
for me neither.
it's interesting that Disney, I mean, it's kind of not surprising. That's obviously why we have a Disney podcast, because we love Disney, so we think
Yeah,
great things about the movies. But
obviously.
it is surprising that 3 Disney movies out of 5 are nominated. I do love Luca too, and I think Luca is a great movie.
Luca is great. I did see a couple people saying that they thought Luca was better than Encanto.
Hmm.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
I that one's hard. I mean, I really like Luca, and I do think it's a really cute movie and really great. Encanto is just so catchy though, like with the singing and everything,
Yeah.
that it kind of overshadows other movies, I think, because of the singing in it.
Yeah, I think Encanto is more rewatchable than a lot of other movies.
Yeah.
I would agree with
And
that.
Raya is cute too, but I like Luca better than Raya, personally.
Raya is very good. I do like it a lot. It's almost like a Mulan.
In a way, yeah, I guess.
I forget about Raya though.
I do too. And that's why I think Luca, I don't forget about. I like Luca. We watch it a lot. Um Encanto, obviously, we watch it a lot.
Yeah.
Those stick in my mind more than Raya does.
Yeah, they are, I guess, a little bit more rewatchable.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that is basically the list of nominations and who won, and well, I guess Encanto won that category, the best animated feature. Uh, but yeah,
Very deserving.
that's the list of Oscar nominated and winning movies from Disney and their affiliates.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, that's going to bring us into mousekeeping. Again, go watch our YouTube channel. You can find that at bit.ly/T3M YouTube, all lowercase. That's bit.ly/T3M YouTube. And you'll find our previous live streams and some extras on there. We would like for you to join us on social media. You can find us at T3M Podcast on all platforms. If you love the show, tell your family and friends where they can find us. We only grow because of you spreading the word at home.
I'd love to plan your next magical getaway. Whether you're looking for a Disney vacation, Universal vacation, all-inclusive resort, international destination, or a cruise, I'm here to help. Contact me when you're ready for your free, no obligation quote. And don't forget that my services are complimentary. You can find me on Facebook at amanda.hollis, Capture the Magic Vacations, or send me an email at amanda.hollis at capturethemagicvacations.com. You can find all of my contact information in the show notes.
Be sure you're subscribed to the show and join us every single Thursday to hear our newest episode.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for listening. You can also be a part of the magic by following the show at T3M Podcast on all social media platforms. That's T3M Podcast. Leave us a 5-star written review and we'll read it on an upcoming episode. If you have an announcement that you would like to have on the show or just want to reach out to us, you can send us an email at t3mpodcast@gmail.com.
Have a zippity-doo-dah day.
See you real soon.